Good morning. Good morning. People wanna. Yeah, Janet. Janet. Chicos. Halito.
Osio.
Read all of them. It's done.
It's the Huntish.
Buena.
Yapahit.
Calmate. Okay. There's berries add an extra. That one is hard. The command. Medallica. Medallica. Well, good morning. We are live from 1950 South Shepherd for Women's Wednesday. Yours truly, both of us. We're back again. No. back. Yeah. How you feeling this morning? Man, I'm feeling really good. Yeah, I feel great. Like the rain is. I don't know. I like the overcast. I love the sun, but I like the rain because there's so much. It means so much spiritually. You know what I mean? On the other side of things, not just what we can see, but what's going on within us, what's going on with the earth, just within, I don't know, just within ourselves and what's going on. Yeah, but I slept really good. Yeah, I slept really good. I feel like I always have to check in with that because sleep, man, it's so good to have rest. You know what I mean? Those days where I don't get good rest, it really controls a lot of how my day goes. But I slept really good, and I just really enjoying this weather. Good. I feel pretty good. Feel pretty happy and excited today. How come? Today I have 1,000 days of sobriety, so that's. No, cutting in and out. Oh no, you cut it out. No. You are cutting in and out. What do we need to do? Your elbows, touch your head, rub your belly. I don't know. Well, we're gonna try to get it worked on. Family. Yeah. So. You got a feeling? I woke up feeling good. Me too. Oh. I feel like I'm pretty close. It was right next to my face. You did that on purpose. It's like Barry. He's all like, "Is that better? Tell us if that's better. What does it look like? What does it sound like? Hear you, but the actions." Wait. Yeah, Darian. Well, as long as you can smile and as long as you can laugh, then that's cool. Still can't hear us?
David said no.
Nope. I feel like anytime anybody says nope, you have to say it like that. Nope. No. He's gonna go mess with the antenna. Yeah. On his head. Yeah. We'll have technical difficulties. I wish I still knew sign language. I do. Toe, knee, chest, neck, nose, eye, love you. Now it's
That's
totally
really sound.
silent.
Good morning. Good morning.
Can't hear them at all.
Keep talking. Yeah, okay, fine now.
Hello. Testing. Testing.
Testing. Chickadee check. Microphone
Okay,
check.
Cassandra.
One.
Yeah, now you're fixed.
We're fixed it. We're fixed it.
There you go.
I hear you now. Okay, good.
Oh, there we go.
Yay.
Pickawana. Do we need to start this
We're
over again?
back.
Yeah.
For
We're
real.
back. Ready in
top.
action. Ready for action. Ready in action. Oh.
Run it from the top.
Wait.
Oh. Oh.
It's
Okay,
time.
go. Oh. You made me do that by myself. We're back.
I did it with you.
I did it with you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're
right, so-
back.
We're back. Redo. We had to start this over again. Nioke. Wait, did I say that right?
Nioke.
Janet.
Janet. Don't forget Janet.
Pivawana.
Alito.
Kikadus. Ocio.
Die Hunterish.
Unsti Huntadish. Gwana.
Kunamante.
Yatehe. Desi.
Y'all don't know this, but Cassandra thought I was Navajo.
What?
I did. I
She
don't
said,
know
"And
why
what
I
tribe
thought that.
are you? Navajo, right?" I was like,
I was
"No."
like, what tribal nation do you belong to?
And she was like, "Oh, wrong ho."
Did I forgot about that? Yes. Wait, you went up here?
For Women's Wednesday.
It's Women's Wednesday.
Someone said bonjour.
Bonjour.
Hmm.
Let me go to the top of the comments.
Bonjour.
Let's go to the very beginning. So you all can hear us now, right? Correct? Oh, good morning, David.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kendrick.
We are here at 1950 for Women's Wednesday.
Yep.
And this is not just for women viewers. This is just from the women's perspective. So,
Yeah. Excuse me.
I am celebrating, I don't know if y'all heard before, but I'm celebrating 1,000 days of sobriety today.
There we go. Live action.
And,
Did she say Danae? No.
I want
No.
this one, ready? It's not an act, like, you don't get a chip for that or anything, but I choose to wake up and celebrate myself. I celebrate every small win, and I think that everyone should,
Yeah.
There's with sobriety, you have to remember to remain humble and remember the humility that it took to get to, to even find recovery or seek recovery.
Yeah.
But I can close my eyes and I can picture what it looked like on my first days and what it would be like to go back,
Yeah.
And so I think that that's how I remain humble and I am able to celebrate myself unapologetically today.
That's amazing, sister. I'm so happy for you. I
Thank
am
you.
happy for you. I remember I didn't know you then, but we had a mutual friend who used to tell me about your walk and when you went out to treatment, when you were coming back, and so I didn't know you before, and I just really started getting to know who you are in the last year and a half, and it's just been amazing to see the things that God's doing in your life, the things that you're saying yes to. And I know it's not, I know it's not easy, but it's definitely worth it. And, it's just really cool. I feel very appreciative that I get almost a front row seat to the things that you're doing in your life, that you're saying yes to. And, recovery looks amazing on you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, and I love our friendship. And friendship and recovery looks so different. You know, like
Yeah.
you're doing something, and there's no jealousy. There's just I want to see you do good,
Yeah.
and it's the same. I feel the same. Like it's mutual. You
Yeah.
know, and I love that. And I guess even in recovery, that's can be kind of rare. You know,
Right.
but yeah, just have a few good people in your corner. Like that's what it's all about.
Yep. Be in that corner, surround yourself with them, that I think, I don't know, you're just a testament of God's goodness, you know what I mean? His grace. And you said it well, like surround yourself with those people, right?
Mhm.
Like keep the people in your circle close to you to keep you protected from what's on the outside. Like one of the things that I love about this journey is that when I get outside of myself but stay within the realm of being around the people that want the same thing that I want to, you know what I mean? Like there's so much strength in that. There's so much courage that we find in having to put ourselves aside and using the tools that we've picked up along the way or developed and helping the next person, right? Like
Right.
in that we have this protection. Like we have this protection. And, sometimes people don't always stay there, sometimes they walk off, sometimes they come back, but just being mindful and seeing that and remembering, like you said, like what day 1 was like, what day 20 was like, what this morning was like, and seeing, if I keep doing this thing every single day, showing up, for myself, like unapologetically. Did I say that right? I don't know.
It's a hard one.
Yeah, it is hard. I was trying to say grammatically. I don't even know if I said that word right, but but just showing up for yourself. That's before recovery. I was not. I had a hard time showing up for myself. I found my value and I found my love and I found my validation in doing things for other people.
Mhm.
But today that comes from just wanting to see another person succeed, you know what I mean? Helping them on their journeys, helping them on their road. So it's pretty awesome to see you sticking to your yes, sticking to your no, sticking to your boundaries, and continuing to walk the road that's in front of you. So,
Thank you.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It's yeah, life just looks so different today, and like I said, I know that
Excuse me.
all glory to my higher power for
Yeah.
carrying me through each and every single day of recovery. It's not been easy. There's hard days, there's sad days, but there's so many good days, and the good definitely outweighs the bad now at this point in my life, and so for that I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I almost bought myself flowers this morning too, and I was like, okay, that's a little much.
No.
Just walk in with some roses and a dozen donuts, but yeah, I have no problem being proud of myself. It's like early in recovery, it's kind of like, well, for me personally in my journey, it's almost like I was looking around waiting for people to be proud of me, you know? But I think at first, like, it's a little bit hard for people to trust, especially your family, till you've proven that.
Yeah.
And there was one person, my sponsor, she believed in me and she was proud of me every single day,
Yeah, she was.
And it's so strange finding and meeting people in these programs of recovery that are proud of you before your family's even proud of you.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you walk into a room like that or a circle, the people can see it. They can see that we're all trying to achieve the same thing.
Yeah.
And so I try to be encouraging and lift others up how I wanted to, and I wanted others to in the beginning of my recovery.
Yeah.
You need that early
Yeah.
on, until you grow in self-love and self-worth and strength within yourself, and then it kind of comes naturally to where you can just be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
But it all starts small, you know. Everything starts small.
Well, you definitely had a great sponsor. Loved that woman so much. I definitely see her words and her wisdom working through you. So.
I hope so.
Yeah.
We decided to go out of the Reflections book today. So I let the creator pick for me, which means I just flipped open to a page and we're gonna go with that. So it says lesson. Lesson means a thing learned by experience. From the big book, page 70, it says, it depends on us and our motives. If we are sorry for what we have done and have the honest desire to let God take us to better things, we believe we will be forgiven and will have learned our lesson. Repetition is the mother of change. Sometimes we need to repeatedly practice the change we want to be. Say we want to quit cursing. It may be many corrections, feedback to ourselves, success and failure, many lessons for us to reach the goal of finding in not necessary to curse and use bad language anymore. To change a habit can only be done by replacing it with a new habit. We cannot quit a habit. A new habit is formed by learning many lessons and through repeating how we want it to be. The exception is when the creator steps in and makes the change immediately. Once we have the honest desire to change, we should not let our self-talk criticize us when we make mistakes and make corrections. When we see the lesson, we should be grateful. In recovery, we can have a motto. I am a learner of lessons. I know it may take 40 mistakes to make the change. When I have passed the 20 mark, I get excited because I am halfway through getting the new me. Steps 10 and 11 give us the resiliency to make our mistakes into lessons. Wow. I had a hard time reading that a little bit, but this just talks about habits and change and
Yeah.
you know, even in recovery I have new habits I want to break. Like, it did take me 40 mistakes to try and get sober, you know. It took me maybe even more than that. I talk about the one time I tried to get sober on my own power, you know, my own willpower. And I lasted 9 days. That was it. And all it had to be was like one drink in front of me, you know, and then I didn't have any strength or any tools to do it. And I don't know, I guess the gift of desperation is what helped me in that habit. But I still have bad habits today. I could work on my curse words. I could work on my eating habits. I could work on my nicotine use. And
Yeah.
these are just all things that I'm being honest and that I've thought about, you know. But it's the will to do it.
The will to do it. It definitely doesn't come from my own hand. I know that for sure. So, man, lesson, just the word lesson in itself is, I mean, can go 20,000 directions, you know what I mean? I think for me today, one of the things that I hear the most one of the things I hear the most is like, things don't happen to me, they happen for me now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just coming from that victim mentality into like taking ownership of what's going on around me. Like, do I give this control, or do I allow Creator to, you know, give me the strength to be in control of a situation or circumstance? You know what I mean? Man, bad habits are definitely something hard to break, but it can happen. You know, one of the things I struggle with is like eating terribly.
Mm-hmm.
And I know I've like touched base on that quite often when we're up here, but man, you know, before it was so easy for me to just pick up those like good habits of eating better, and today like I'm struggling with that, you know what I mean? And I know that we are what we eat, you know, whether that's like, you know, eating something or hearing something or the circles that we're involved in. You know, all those things matter in every aspect of our recovery. Right now, like I love journaling. Like I love journaling, but somewhere I pulled like I strayed away from that. And I can definitely tell a difference, like because where I would have once you know, wrote about it, I find myself you know, having more of a struggle with my thought processes. But I love journaling. I feel like for me that's the cheapest, most effective way of therapy for me. And so it makes me stand back and say like, okay, what's going on? Because this is something that you love to do. Why is this happening? And so, you know, like I've been really I've really been in prayer and just, you know, examining myself, like asking God to examine my heart, examine my thoughts, because this is not what you created me to be. You know. But definitely there's so much to learn from every single buddy that comes into our path, every single thing that happens to us or happens for us, you know. I don't know, it's a beautiful day. Like it's a beautiful day. I like to look at, you know, the rain. You asked me how I was doing this morning, and man, I love waking up to the overcast. Like it feels so comfortable. Like I feel so good in my skin. I love the sun, don't get me wrong. Like I love the sun. I love the light because it exposes a thing. But right now, like it's a season of refreshing. It's a season of cleaning. It's a season of, you know, pushing out all the bad, and so the bringing in the new. And that's what light does. So when the sun comes up, we're going to see everything start to bloom, right? Like we're going to see the grass get a little higher. We're going to, and even within ourselves, like the sun provides a vitamin that we need that keeps us almost in the realm of joy, because without that vitamin, you know, we become deficient in vitamin D, and that's detrimental to our bodies. We need that. But I don't know, I kind of got off the tangent, man.
No, I love everything that you had to say, and I feel like maybe my feedback on this reading was like a little more negative. Like I kind of dug into the habits that I still carry today. But you touched on the lesson part of it, you know, and both of those are like very valid and very much things to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
And so I appreciate your thoughts on that. And the weather can definitely be a little, like, you can get down if it can get you down if you let it. But hearing that, you know, like if you just hang on, like things are about to be so beautiful,
so good. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Stick
like,
it out.
It's gonna be brighter. And can you scroll down, Des? But yeah, I like that reading. There's a lesson in everything, whether it be good or bad.
Well, there is. And like, and something, you know, had a situation, you know, with one of my kids, and some things happened, and you know what, like I stood back and I looked at it, I was like, man, you know, I handled that pretty well. The things that had happened, you know, hurt me, because I don't want to ever see my kids go down the same path that I went on, you know what I mean? But now it's like, now it's a time that, okay, I can't react in the way that I used to react. Now I can respond. And so since I have the ability, since I have the strength and the knowledge to know how to respond, now it's like, all right, so there's definitely some trust issues. So how do we take the next step forward in trusting one another? Because if you're ever in a situation that you need help, I want you to know that I'm going to help you regardless. You know, I didn't have that I don't ever remember having that, you know, when I was in my addiction ever. And you know, I said yes to a lot of things for far too long. And so now, like, where I'm going with that is like, now I can be more mindful of like developing a trusting relationship.
Yeah.
Not just, and like, if I can do it with one, you know, then it's going to trickle down to all of them. And so I don't know, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, wow, I get to experience something I never got to experience with my parents. I never got to, or something they never even got to experience. Now I get to be the one to, you know, not only mend that part of my heart and part of my children's heart, but also like my family that come before me, my mom, dad, their relationships or whatever. So mirroring those things and learning from the past and applying all that wisdom to my daily walk today is, I think it's going to be good. You know, it's not going to be easy. It's like one of those habits. Like, I just want to, sometimes, you know, I get so angry and I just want to yell. But I reached out to my sponsor, reached out to some accountability partners, and I just, you know, I didn't react in anger. You know what I mean? I let everything just settle till I could finally, you know, find the words to say. And man, I think that's the situation that happened. I think that's really the like the lesson, you know. Like, I remembered, because I had so much anxiety. I was like, I'm gonna react in this way, I'm gonna react in that way. And you know, I was like, and I don't want to be like that. Like, I don't want to be like that. So I really had to just take my time, step out of myself, reach out and ask for help, right? Because that's one of the lessons, that's one of the bad behaviors that I never did before in my past, was ask for help. But to take advantage of those tools in my tool bank in my tool belt, I got a whole bank, man. Let me tell you, the spiritual blessings are more than I can even count. But yeah, to utilize that, you know, utilize that skill, or not even skill, just to utilize that, open my mouth and say, like, I need help, man. That I didn't have to live in guilt the next, you know, I didn't have to live in guilt in the moment or the next day. I didn't have to wake up feeling sorry for myself, or I could have did this better, I could have did that better. But I went to sleep in peace knowing that I did what I could do.
That's a good feeling.
Yeah.
I know it is. It's totally okay to say, like, I need time to process this situation that happened. Let me get back to you. And for someone that's trying to get a reaction out of you, they hate that. They can't stand that, you know? But if I am reacting instead of responding, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not going to end up very good.
Yeah.
You know? And so, I guess that's where patience comes in and all of that. My baby is still little. She's 6, but I can only imagine what it's like to have teenagers on your hands.
Oh, man.
Keep you on your toes for sure.
Definitely.
Not that Joe doesn't already act like a teenager, but
Dej, you got anything to add to that? No.
I don't.
No. Okay. So in the middle of this reflection, you know, because I talked about light a little bit, it says to change a habit can only be done by replacing it with a new habit. We cannot quit a habit. A new habit is formed by learning many lessons and through repeating how we want it to be. Like, I find relation to that, you know, those bad things, you know, that are bad for us. So I like how you expose some of those things, because we don't know what we don't know until we know, right? And so I like that, because it helps me look within myself and like search myself, like I said, for those things that are like clouding the way I think, clouding the way I talk, clouding the way I act. And so we bring in these new ideas, we bring in these new formulations, we bring in these new processes, and you know, eventually we're not even quitting a thing, it just falls off, right? Like, the light becomes so so much that there's just no room for like the darkness to be there anymore. I don't know, I just love like the illustration that I got in my mind with that. Like I just love that. It's almost like I don't know, like I can see it, but I can't explain it. You know, like whenever you're younger and you're trying to go to bed and you see all these like shadows on the wall, thinking like there's something in there, and then the light finally turns on and you can see everything for what it is. And like it's a beautiful feeling to have that kind of exposure. For me, you know, that stuff really doesn't scare me, but it's a good example of like of things that could be hiding, things that could be just swept under or pushed under a bed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just love that. I love
That's
that.
a good analogy.
Yeah.
Like when you're a little kid, and yeah, I can relate to that.
Dude, and I'm a baby in this thing. You know, like I'm a toddler.
Me too. I only know what I know for today. You know,
Yeah.
or I just know that God's strength has gotten me this far in my life, and I've learned a lot of good things along the way, and I've been able to keep some things and let some things go. And
Yeah.
What I know today simply is that I cannot live when I drink alcohol
Right.
or do drugs. You know, I can't live that way. But yeah, the programs have helped me and taught me a lot, and now what I get to do every day is teaching me also.
Yeah.
And having people like, you know, that surround me in recovery. I'm always so excited for my women's group, for not only what I can put into it, but what I can take away from it. Like, we're just all women building each other up. What's Dave saying? Or
Good morning. Good morning.
brownies or Coke for the house? What?
Wait, what? No.
Where did that come
What kind of
from?
brownies? What kind of brownies are we talking about? What kind of
And
Coke?
what kind of Coke are we talking about?
Ron said, "Happy birthday to Ruth Bearshield." Happy birthday, Ruth.
Yes, happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Ruth. I hope it's a beautiful
Good morning,
day.
Clara. Congratulations. Coming up on 7 years from drugs and alcohol. That's amazing. That is amazing. Monique says good morning. Good morning, Mo.
Cassie B says, "I've realized I thought I knew it all. Then I realized I knew just a little bit. Then now today I realize I know nothing. LOL. But I do know I'm willing to participate in this life to the best of my ability."
Ooh.
Good words, Cassie
Ooh,
B.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
That was beautifully said. I like that a lot.
Beautifully.
So,
Sure.
let's see. I think we had some good words today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I'm just having
She's
some good
excited.
words. I'm feeling
Ah,
good.
Malin, what's up? Pivot
Hi,
one night,
Malin.
ladies. Man, it's a beautiful day to be sober everywhere. You know, like we could go. I don't know. I was just thinking, you know, because last week I got to go tell my story up in Pawhuska, and that was pretty cool. It was kind of it was different, you know, because I'm used to being in our area. So, but man, they welcomed me. They welcomed me with open arms, and it was nice to just network with other people and share my story with other people. Not saying like our area is bad, but it was so beautiful there. So many trees. Their walking trail was amazing. They had some good food, but yeah, I don't know why it just made me think of that. Like just cruising up there, just like, man, thank you, God, for the doors that you're opening. Thank you for who you are in my life, for what you're doing, you know. Like it's a beautiful thing, like to walk in this today and to be able to see her.
That's awesome. I know that was a good experience.
Yeah.
Wish I could have went with you.
Should have just hopped on.
Yeah.
Shopped on.
Shopped on.
Shopped on.
Shopped in the car.
Can't talk either today.
Have a blessed
I
day.
think I had a lot of coffee.
You too. I know, I'm kind of like, those donuts had me feeling all jittery and a little scatterbrained today. Can't even
Yeah.
lie. Cannot even lie to y'all. But next week, we're going to have yoga
Yeah.
at the women's meeting. Really excited for that.
Wait, is that the next week or the week after? It's the week after.
Listen, my ducks are never in a row, okay? They're always in a zigzag. No. Sorry, that
The
would be
21st.
the 21st. We have Daughters of Tradition training. And then, yeah, so the 21st will be our first yoga class for the ladies only at 6 o'clock. Do we have any other announcements?
You and Theta will be at Warrior Down next week.
Yeah.
Yes, Theta and I will be out of town at Warrior Down training for 4 days. So you'll get the Barry show back, probably.
Well, I think he's going too. Yeah, he's getting.
Oh
he's going to the
no,
training
he's
too.
going too. You'll get
Yeah.
the Des and Darian show.
Yep.
Oh, I'll be here too. I'll come in.
The host show.
Not that one,
Oh
but
my
that one.
Listen, guys, I've been like, since I've been in recovery, I've just become a more serious person. And like, people ask me all the time, like, are you always this chill? Or are you always this, like, just calm, I guess? I don't know. And you guys are definitely like opening up that funny, laughing, like just goofy side of me again, you know? And I'm able to just laugh and I don't know.
Dude, listen, I love that you're coming into like who you are and getting more comfortable with that. I love being who I am.
Because like when I'm around people that I'm comfortable with, like my mom, like, and my brothers, and you know, when I'm around my family, I can laugh and be goofy and like it's this whole other side of me.
Yeah.
But that just doesn't always come out right off the bat, you know? And so I love working in a place where we can just be completely and unapologetically ourselves and laugh and joke, and I don't have to pretend I'm good when I'm not, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was feeling a little down yesterday, I can't lie, and then like I just went home for lunch and came back and I felt better. Probably needed to eat, but so I just sat there yesterday like and didn't say anything, and just needed some prayer and some relaxation, and then, you know, can usually pull myself out of anything. Isn't it great to just be able to let go and laugh? Yes. We had some good laughs whenever you and Ron were in. Come back. Oh, are you coming tomorrow, Ruth? With Ron? Yay.
What's it tomorrow?
Cassie said, did yoga this morning at home and the fuss is blue. What does it mean?
The fuses.
Oh, the
Fuses.
fuses.
I bet there was fussing too, but
I be fussing when I do yoga.
Oh my gosh.
And then Carrie said, haven't smoked a cigarette since last Friday. I'm proud and been working out. 1/1/2024.
heck
Tuesday.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
See, that's what I'm getting back into. Like, not cigarettes, not smoking.
Yeah.
Not none of that, but just like
cigs today
but
after
just
work.
you know, just walking every single day, you know what I mean? I have all the equipment at my house and it's just chilling there. And then like, you know, when my little nieces come over, they're trying to play on, I'm like, get away from that, it's not a toy. You know what I mean? Like, well, you're not even using it, so I might as well like be a toy for somebody, you know? But yeah.
Oh, you have like workout stuff?
Yeah.
Did I not see it?
I guess not.
Was it in your garage?
No, it's in my living room.
What? Well, I'm about to come work out at your gym
Yeah.
then. No, I've been trying to at least move my body for 30 minutes a day. And this walking challenge has me a little bit motivated. So if you guys need a little bit of motivation, you know, it's cool to be able to look back and say, this is how many steps I did.
Yeah.
This is how many times I walked up and down the stairs out there today, you know? Belly laughs are the best, yes. In
Did
my,
you see them moving? Hey.
uh,
Just see my shoulders.
good thing the camera cuts off about, here. No.
Oh goodness.
That was the first time I experienced true joy in recovery, was when I laughed so hard that I cried. And I knew inside me that was joy I was feeling for the first time, And the kids make me laugh until I'm crying all the time now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy when you don't feel joy for a while and then you feel it. It's like, whoa, what is that?
Yeah.
You
Like, I want more of that.
know?
That reminded me, well, because, when I was locked up, when I first went to jail, I started reading the Bible, and there was this verse that was Romans 15:13. Now may the God of joy, now may the God of hope bring you joy and peace. And I was like, what is joy? What is peace? Never had experienced it in my life. Always heard about it, whenever I was in church, sitting there or whatnot, and I'm like, I want to experience that. Like, God, what does this mean? Like, how do I obtain that? And man, and then after asking him that, then I started praying for childlike faith. Like, strengthen my faith, give me childlike faith. Because I remember when Ashton was 5 and I had gotten kicked out of Jordan's Crossing, like, this girl had a smile on her face the whole time, like, it's gonna be okay, Mom, you know why? And I'm like, why? Like, why is this okay? I'm trying to be all mad and sad and angry, and she was like, because Jesus loves you. And I was like, I want that. You know what I mean? Like, it took another almost 2 years before I came to like that space, but in that moment I was like, I want that. Like, how do you have that? How do you get that? But yeah,
Kids, they're natural healers for sure. Good afternoon.
what are you doing,
Kylie.
Nisi? I'm so proud of you, girl. So proud of you. You are making a huge change in your community and your family, breaking generational curses. Like, keep doing what you're doing. Do not be scared to take that next step.
Yes.
Fall forward. If you feel like you're gonna fall, go forward. Don't stop. Keep doing what you're doing, sister. I love you. I was still reading. It was like I made eye contact with you on there.
Oh.
I made eye contact with you.
I'm telling you, I'm here, but I'm
Are you ready for
not
lunch?
here. I'm ready for lunch, yes.
I don't know. I feel like I'm ready for something. I just don't know that it's lunch. But
I'm ready for something too. I don't know what though.
yeah,
Mhm.
like, I can feel it. You know what I mean? It's nothing bad, but I just feel it.
Mhm. Okay, well, I think we should end on a good note. What do you want to leave them with?
Yeah, that's your thing.
Yeah, you love
Your signature.
affirmations.
A negative affirmation. You stink. No, just kidding.
You stink.
Now you gotta follow it up with like some good advice, a good tip, A shower would help.
I know life's hard, but brush your teeth.
Yeah.
Comb your hair.
Wash your buns.
No, I think,
Oh,
man,
my
if I
God.
could leave anybody with anything today, it's, man, just be willing to give yourself a chance. Like, the world, just as Native people and whatnot, the world has thrown so many wrenches in our path to trip us up, to keep us down, but give yourself a chance. Like, love yourself,
Mhm.
whether it be with getting yourself something to drink, something like that, or just sitting down and really taking a few minutes to think about what you want your life to look like. But just telling yourself you love yourself, man. Like, give yourself a chance. Be willing to give yourself a chance. You just never know what God is going to do with you in that moment.
Mhm. It's good stuff. You are worthy. You are loved. I am enough. So there was 2 affirmations for them and 1 for me.
Dude,
And
I
you
am
are
enough.
special to
Oh.
me. So thank you for being here today.
Like, what kind of special?
Oh my god.
No, I love you. I love you,
I love
and
you
yep,
too.
I love walking this journey with you. It's fun. It's fun. I'm glad to have friends like you.
Me too. All right, you guys have a good day. Tune back in tomorrow, and yeah.